Step into a charming world where vintage cottagecore aesthetics meet the heartwarming tones of a rustic red farmhouse. In this small but beautifully curated home, every detail whispers warmth, tradition, and a seasonal love for cozy living. Whether you're drawn to antique treasures or homespun style, this tour is filled with inspiration. The exterior is the first to captivate, painted in a bold, barn-style red, accented by creamy white trim and rustic wooden shutters. Surrounded by a picket fence and flower beds bursting with seasonal blooms, this home immediately tells a story of comfort, countryside charm, and timeless heritage. A small porch sets the tone for the rest of the home with rocking chairs, gingham cushions, a vintage milk jug, and potted marigolds. Wreaths made of dried flowers and burlap hang on the front door, a subtle nod to each changing season, celebrating rustic simplicity and style. Stepping inside, you're greeted by warm wooden floors and a vintage hall table displaying seasonal foliage in glass jars. An antique coat hook holds a straw hat and a linen tote, showing how function can meet cottagecore beauty with grace and nostalgic charm. The living room embodies a mix of cozy textures and rustic charm. Soft plaid throws, floral patterned pillows, and an old stone fireplace center the space. Each piece of furniture is thoughtfully placed, creating an inviting layout perfect for quiet mornings or seasonal gatherings. From embroidered doilies on side tables to an heirloom clock and brass candlesticks, vintage elements make every corner feel intentional. These aren't just decorative choices, they hold memories and craftsmanship, giving depth to the home's rustic story. The cottagecore lifestyle embraces nature's rhythm. A simple switch of dried flowers for fresh tulips or seasonal greenery for pine branches allows this living room to evolve through the seasons without losing its charming base of neutral and red tones. Floating wooden shelves above the couch hold mason jars, old books, and repurposed decor like a rusty lantern or ceramic pitcher. The mix of farmhouse and vintage cottagecore here creates a collected overtime vibe that feels authentic and lived in. The kitchen balances creamy white cabinets with rustic red accents, from checked tea towels to vintage tins. Copper pans hang on the wall, and a weathered farmhouse table sits in the center, grounding the space with rural charm and cottage kitchen warmth. One of the home's best decor secrets is the open shelving in the kitchen. Each season, items rotate: spring herbs, summer fruits in baskets, autumn squashes, and winter spices, offering easy, budget-friendly ways to keep the space alive and fresh. corner of the kitchen sits a cozy dining nook with a vintage round table, antique ladder-back chairs, and a delicate lace table runner. Seasonal centerpieces like pumpkins, wildflowers, or pine cones transform this intimate spot into a photo-worthy scene each season. The open pantry features labeled jars, vintage baskets, and hand-woven bins. It's functional, yes, but also beautiful. Lined with gingham and soft lighting, even food storage becomes part of the home's charming narrative. The bedroom features an iron bed frame, a patchwork quilt, and lace-trimmed curtains. A wooden trunk at the foot of the bed stores seasonal linens, while bedside tables host antique books and brass lamps, blending rustic farmhouse and cottagecore sensibilities seamlessly. This home's color scheme balances red's bold warmth with gentle creams, soft browns, and faded florals. It evokes comfort and nostalgia while allowing for seasonal layering, especially effective in small spaces like this cozy cottage. The homeowner embraces nature's palette with easy seasonal swaps. Floral pillowcases in spring, warm plaid in fall, or evergreen wreaths for winter, it's proof you can refresh your decor with minimal changes that still make a big impact. Even the bathroom celebrates cottagecore. A clawfoot tub, wooden shelves, and a reclaimed mirror frame are paired with vintage apothecary jars and floral curtains. Scented soaps and dried flowers give the space a timeless, pampered feeling. The hallway walls feature black and white family photos in mismatched wooden frames, paired with vintage signs and hooks for hanging woven baskets. This small stretch connects the home's rooms and personality in a charmingly thoughtful way. The small guest room features a fold-down bed, vintage floral wallpaper, and a simple writing desk. Red accents repeat here with gingham bedding and a tiny velvet chair, making even a compact space feel warm and stylish. Floral arrangements, both dried and fresh, are everywhere. Whether it's lavender in summer, eucalyptus in winter, or peonies in spring, seasonal flowers breathe life into each room, enhancing the vintage farmhouse aesthetic beautifully. A red sliding barn door separates the kitchen from the laundry room, adding a major focal point while saving space. Painted in the same bold red as the exterior, it acts as both a design statement and a nod to the farmhouse roots. laundry room is part of the decor story. A vintage ironing board, repurposed crates for storage, and red striped linens bring charm to chores. Tiny details like clothespin jars and floral decals make the mundane feel magical. Large windows let in views of a seasonal garden, roses and daisies in the warmer months, dried corn stalks and pumpkins in fall. These views tie the cottagecore interior to the natural world outside, reinforcing harmony with the seasons. Outside, a small wooden bench with red pillows sits beside a vintage watering can and stacked terracotta pots. This cozy spot is ideal for seasonal decorating, morning coffee, or watching the birds in the garden's changing landscape. From hand-stitched throw pillows to painted mason jars and repurposed vintage finds, DIY plays a big role here. It's about creating beauty from what you have, a core philosophy in cottagecore and rustic design that brings heart into every corner. Many of the pieces in this home were thrifted: an old wooden ladder turned blanket rack, a repainted side table, and even salvaged windows now hung as wall decor. It's sustainable, budget-friendly, and full of character. Living small doesn't mean sacrificing style. This cozy home makes the most of every inch, proving that thoughtful design, curated collections, and a seasonal touch can turn any size space into something magical and inviting. More than a design style, this home represents a way of life, one that values calm mornings, home-cooked meals, and seasonal beauty. Cottagecore and rustic farmhouse merge here to promote mindfulness, simplicity, and meaningful decor. Start small, with a vintage vase, a checked throw, or a soft floral curtain. Build over time by layering textures and curating items with personal meaning. Mix the old with the rustic red, and always honor the seasons. This home isn't trendy, it's timeless. It doesn't rely on fast fashion but on thoughtful details, warmth, and emotion. That's what makes vintage cottagecore and rustic farmhouse decor so appealing. It tells your story in every piece. Thank you for joining us on this small cozy home tour where vintage cottagecore meets rustic red farmhouse charm. With seasonal touches and heartfelt details, this space proves that home is more than where you live, it's how you love, decorate, and celebrate every season.